Sandra went into the kitchen again to try and figure out how to feed Lizzie baby food when she did not have any. She thought for a moment about leaving her daughter and going back to the store but dismissed the idea. She had to think of Lizzie as a baby and she would never leave a baby unattended. It was then that an idea hit her. Tonight's dinner would be mac and cheese. She could use the blender and blend Lizzie's portion to the right consistence. Sandra began to hum to herself as she made dinner. She had not hummed in a few years and was surprised to be doing so now. It just seemed to make sense. She hummed a tune she had not thought about in years. Meanwhile, in the living room, Lizzie finished her bottled and began to wonder what to do next. She looked around the playpen for something to look at or do. Finding nothing, she sighed a sigh of boredom. She had to admit she was bored. A few minutes later, she felt the need to pee. She almost stood up to go to the bathroom. She forgot for only a second. Still, she found it hard to wet her pants. After about 5 minutes, Lizzie finally felt her bladder empty as she peed into her diaper. When she finished, she sat there and closed her eyes. The feeling of a wet diaper was different than she thought it would be. It felt warm and wonderful. The problem was that Lizzie did not know what to do. She thought about calling for her mother. She also thought about getting out of the playpen and go looking for her. Lizzie was not sure what to do. She was still thinking through her choices when she heard her mother's voice. "Is my baby hungry?" "Yes," Lizzie started. "And a little wet too." Sandra looked at her daughter. She actually wet her pants, Sandra thought. No turning back now. Sandra thought through her options before speaking. "Like I said before, you wanted to be a baby and babies wet their pants. They do not care and neither should you. I will change you when I realize that you need to be changed." Lizzie just nodded that she understood. Sandra helped Lizzie out of her playpen and walked out of room. Lizzie crawled after her into the kitchen. Her diaper felt a little heavy. Upon arriving in the kitchen, Lizzie was surprised to see a high chair set up. Sandra looked at her daughter. "Shall we see if it still fits?" "Yes," Lizzie answered as she climbed into the chair. To both of their surprise and Lizzie's delight, she fit. Sandra tied a bib on her daughter and proceeded to feed her the macaroni and cheese. Lizzie sat quietly and ate every spoonful. All the while thinking, "My mother is feeding me like a baby. This is so cool." Soon dinner was over and Sandra gave Lizzie another bottle to drink while she ate. Lizzie sat in her high chair drinking her bottle and feeling a lot better. Soon dinner was over and cleaned up. "So," Sandra said as she removed the tray of the high chair, "let's get you into a dry diaper." With that, she took Lizzie by her hand, walked them both upstairs.